Hey everybody, this is the GameDad, aka Anoriant, aka Josh Fagundes. I've decided to start doing Let's Plays and YouTube stuff, so this is the inaugural episode. And I'm playing the single most cliche thing I could play, which is Megaman X for the Super Nintendo. Every major gaming YouTuber has played this. Every minor gaming YouTuber has played this. Every person on Earth who's played video games has played this. But, you know, as cliche as it is, it's a great game. And I have tons and tons of fun with it. I know all about it. I know every secret, which, you know, at this point isn't saying much. But it's a type of game that I figure is good. I can kind of turn my mind off and still do good at it. So it's a good way for me to start doing this, you know, being able to talk to guys, tell some jokes, have some laughs, have some chuckles. It's a good take. It's good first take. It's solid first take. But yeah, so I think this is a good way to start. I will be playing through this whole game. I think this is going to be the first Let's Play I do on this channel. I'm not sure my upload order yet, since I'm recording a bit in advance. So, I don't know if this will go up first, or my first review will go up first, but I'm going to have balance of both. I'm going to try to do like 3 uploads a week of Let's Play stuff, and maybe 1 to 2 review-style uploads a month, because those are going to be more time-intensive. This is the kind of thing I can just, you know, sit down and play. So, I am a dad, which is why I went with the name The GameDad. I'm not, you know, asking you to call me Daddy, unless you want to, you ladies. But don't tell my wife. She will hurt me. She's stronger than me physically and emotionally. Dad to 2, so I'm thinking, you know, it's, I can bring some of my experiences to the table. I'll be playing newer stuff. Absolutely, I'll be playing newer stuff. But, I'm playing older stuff too. So, my god, this level is just so iconic to where it's like, it's all muscle memory. I'm barely paying attention. And, dang it. I should, well, still get the health. Full health. Dang it! I was trying to ride on cars. Inspired by Ego Raptor, of course. Shout out to him. No! No! Now it's got to be destroyed for the sake of the good. Alright, so... now this game right here, obviously, is a classic. Almost everyone knows it or has played it. And a lot of people will cite it as their favorite... one of their favorite games, as their favorite Mega Man X game. As much as I love it, and I think, honestly, it might objectively be better, it's not my favorite Mega Man X game at all. My favorite is easily going to be X4, for how cheesy it is. Just so everyone knows, I'm purposely dying here for the 1.5 people on Earth who have never played this game before. You can't win this fight, so it's easier to just purposely die. Get some! Oh no, he punched me! And now he uses his little laser blasty thing, and there you go. And then he's like, oh, I've got you now. And you're like, oh no, he's gonna get me. Wait for it. And that's why Mega Man X4 is my favorite, because it's the first time you can really play as Zero, and he is the coolest ever. Legit, he's my favorite character, so that's why I absolutely fell in love with X4. I will be playing that at some point. I don't know if it's going to be right after this, just because, you know, I don't want to fall into that kind of a trap. I'm going to try and keep some varied stuff. I'll have some action games, some RPGs. Well, I might dip into, you know, whatever. I'm going to start at Chill Penguin because I need the boots. Because I'm not going to walk everywhere like a mouth breather. It's just, no, not happening. So, I will tell you stories about my life and things like that. So, funny story about this level. The music, which dang it. Off to a great start. Hey guys, let me play a game I'm really good at. Immediately gets hit in the easiest level. Funny thing about this level, the music I almost used in a school presentation in the, I want to say 8th grade. In Massachusetts, it was a class where it was like, it was like a catch-all class. It was a general studies sort of class that was there. I don't remember the exact course name. This was in Northbridge High School. Shout out to Northbridge High School for all the none of you who will watch this. Excuse me, it was Northbridge Middle High School. The two schools were one at the time because the town had a population of like 4, counting my family of 3. And the thing about it is that we had to do an assignment where we were in groups, and we had to make a newscast. And it was a newscast of a period piece. My group got assigned the Titanic, which was great because we did a little, like, a sponsorship at the beginning, and then all of a sudden there was breaking news, and we had a newscaster explaining, oh, there's been a terrible event, the Titanic has sunk. We go now live to our footage of the scene, and we made a paper boat, the same as you would make like a paper hat, and then we just cut another piece of paper as a triangle and wrote iceberg on it, and I literally did this and hit it and went, "Arr!" which I thought was the peak of humor. Didn't go over well with most of the class, actually. A lot of them thought I was stupid. But the long and short of it is, I almost used this level's theme as, like, the intro music to the newscast. And I did do, like, a pivot at the end, if you will. Decided to switch off. Oh, sweet, sweet speed boots. Oh, where have you been all my... No! Not off to... Not how you do it. I promise I'll do better. I promise. Don't judge me on my worst. I almost used it as an intro theme to the newscast, and then instead I decided to go with the castle theme from Suikoden 1, another one of my all-time favorite games. But the long story of it is the teacher came up and he's like, "Oh, this is some really great music. This sounds really original. Where'd you find this? Is this a band?" And at the time, spoiler alert, I was not the most popular kid in the world. I was a lot heftier. And middle school kids are shockingly not the most well-adjusted and nice people. So, yeah. But I was somewhat smart. That also did not help. I was a chubby nerd. That's what I was. Chubby nerd. Still a chubby nerd, but I was worse. The chubbier nerder. And I was kind of embarrassed about, like, having music from a video game. Music from a video game. I talk good. So he asked, he's like, "Where'd you find this?" And I was like, special music site? Oh, what's the name of the site? Can't tell you. I did a search. It just came up. I didn't know what I was looking for until I found it. And I mean, he bought it, so there's that. And no one from the team had, like, been a gaming fool like I just died of chill penguin. This does not bode well. Quick notice, full due respect to gaming YouTubers. When you do this, you realize how much harder it is to focus on playing and on beating enemies at the same time. It is not the same thing. And anyone who says it is lying to you. They are absolutely lying to you. My brain is split in 3 directions. So, another fun fact about this game, it is a long-standing running joke between me and a couple friends of mine that, like, this game, for the most part, there's some exceptions, but for the most part, the bad guys kind of make sense with there's the whole running theme, in case you can't tell, of bad guy name, and then their bad guy name being like their power and their animal, or some derivative of that. So in this case, that was Chill Penguin, because he uses ice, he's a penguin, Chill Penguin. Cool. There's Flame Mammoth. I mean, Mammoth and Flame really don't go together. Mammoths are from the Ice Age, but that's neither here nor there. You know, whatever. But it became a long-running joke that you can basically make any Mega Man villain by just, okay, I will go out of order. Yes, I will go out of order. I'm going to go to Storm Eagle, because that's what I used to do as a kid. Because I knew how to get all the stuff here, and I could beat Storm Eagle pretty easily without having the Sting Chameleon weapon. I kind of went out of order a lot as a kid, because it allowed me to... For the off chance that there are people who are actually interested in playing the game and are mad at me for not... Go up to his turn. Were mad at me for not going in order. The next level would have been Spark Mandrill, if you're just following boss weaknesses. But I like to come here, get the head parts. It allows me to get... Yeah! A heart container to increase my life. Lets me get a sub-tank later on, which will allow me to restore health. And lets me get Sting Chameleon's weapon, which actually allows me to completely sequence break, not really sequence break it, but go further, and from here I usually dovetail over to Flame Mammoth so I can get the upgraded Buster parts so that I can fight bosses using like charged versions of their weaknesses. What was I talking about? Oh, yes, long-running joke. So you can make up any, like, animal and power and put them together, and it sounds legitimately like a Mega Man boss, because they eventually get so outlandish. Like, you can just be like... Hurricane Moose. Artillery Squirrel. And, you know, you think I'm being a jerk, and... It's fair, I am a jerk. Like, let's just call that what it is. But, that being said, like I said, my favorite is Mega Man X4, and that game features, among others, Wire Sponge was in 2. Excuse me. Cyber Peacock. I'm completely blanking out. Oh, Jet Mandrill. You know, it's like Cyber Peacock. There's that dichotomy does not work for me. And yeah, X2 had Wire Sponge, which is, you know, sponge. Wire Sponge. I don't. Real quick, by the way, this game obviously has just an iconic soundtrack. But if you ever get the chance, if you like this song, for instance, the ocremix.org, which is a absolutely phenomenal site for music, free music, made by, it's a real, just a site full of passion projects. On there's a whole album, I believe there's more than one Mega Man based album, but there is a specific track that is just phenomenal that involves this song called Brain Sick Metal. Really worth it checking out. I just realized now that I'm 14 minutes in, and I really have been falling short on the joke level. That is my bad. I promise I will do more jokes. I also, however, warn you, and this is just a warning for anyone in advance, I am the game dad. I am a dad. I will provide dad jokes. Okay? So, you know, what do you call a fish with no eye? Psh. What do you call a deer with no eye? No idea. God, I mean, they're terrible, but I mean, what can you do? Here's what I love about this part. He goes in from the bottom and just messes everything up. Just blows it all to hell, and you have no clue what he did in there, but it was metal. Just absolutely metal. What's great about Storm Eagle is he spends a lot of his time doing pointless nothing, and then when he does attack you, first of all, he throws his kids at you, but most of his attacks don't do damage. His only directly damaging attack is that or him hitting you with his kids. And with this, if you know what you're doing, you very much so can blast him to heck. He's actually one of the easiest bosses. He was the first one I beat as a kid because I went here first because I thought he looked cool. And the reason I go to Chill Penguin first is purely the speed boots. But as far as ease, Storm Eagle is absolutely easiest guy to beat. No questions asked. Okay, so I think this is about good for an intro episode. I'm really going to try and focus on being funnier, more entertaining, more interesting. I don't know, maybe more stories. I don't really know. You got Storm Tornado. Real quick, one of my favorite things about this game is this song. Anyways, that was the first episode, but I'm going to do about 3 levels per. I figured this will be about 4 parts, so I'm going to hit stop here, but when I come back, I will be getting the Buster parts. I don't know how to end the episode, so I guess since I'm the Game Dad, maybe we can call you guys the Game Fam. So I guess I could be like, you know, catch you later, Game Fam. I'll figure something out. Feel free to give me a suggestion because I'm not doing good here. Also, feel free to, you know, like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Legitimately, just click. Let me know. I know if you click it, and leave me a comment. Obviously, subscribe if you like, but leave me a comment about what you liked, what you don't like. More importantly, what games you like to see, what games you wish you could see that you don't see, whatever. Because I'm gonna play what I like, obviously, but I do also want to get some advice. So, I mean, I like learning about new games, or I may remember a game that I previously forgot. So please, whatever you have to say, just say it. And thank you, and I'll catch you later, Game Fam.